We in a multiverse, melting pot, parallels never stop. Focus on the vibration. Close my eyes, felt the shock. God told me when he made this realm that he held my spot. Unleash those sacred powers. Show the world, make it hot. We in a multiverse, melting pot.
Yeah, man, what up, what up, what up? You already know who it is, man. It's your boy Draft, Divine Raps and Flows, and we're here on another episode of MultiVerse MelTingpot. This is a MultiVerse MelTingpot. Nah, let me say, but y'all already know before we get started, gotta light up. Right? It's only right, man. This is the ritual. This is the MVMP ritual. So I hope when you guys are watching these, y'all lighting up too. Male or female, man. It's just a plant. Yep, there it goes. Well, now that we're starting, I have a very interesting episode today because it's something that's been on my mind for a while. And I've been seeing a little bit of conversation on it about social media, And I want to ask right off the bat, are you watching, do you feel like you have a short attention span? Do you feel like you have a short attention span? And be honest with yourself. Do you have patience? Is patience a virtue for you, as they say? Because this is becoming an increasing problem in society on many different levels. And I want to try to help a little bit because somebody like myself is extremely impatient, has been extremely impatient. I want to say is currently kind of impatient. I've taken away some of the things that I've been impatient over. One of the most craziest things that drives me crazy, though, is driving. Oh, my God, living in these New York streets, too, but that's a whole other story. Talk about patience. No, but on a serious matter, the patience of human society is becoming scary because it's like the degradation of the human attention span. And that's big. That is big. The human attention span, the degradation of the human attention span. Something I feel strongly about. And I ask this of you to ask, are you someone who has patience or not? Because maybe you can start with yourself. I have a few tips that I do that have given me a lot more patience in life. And hopefully you guys can take those and use those as well. You got to get a good hit. So I want to start off by saying social media. Social media is something that we all on, we all use. You know, we on that shit 24/7. It became probably the biggest part of life. I mean, sad to say, I think people still should be more outside. And I know we got these COVID and monkeypox, but, you know, people should still tend to life in more of a physical form. But it's fun. It's definitely lucrative if you have a business. Can be lucrative because you can use it actually to sell things. And all I'm trying to say is social media is definitely important. And I'm going to start by saying I was watching Ian Dunlap, the master investor. Shout out to that dude too. You know, I'm always commenting, busting his chops and stuff like that on his posts and shit. Shout out to you, the master investor. But yeah, I saw him on this podcast and he was basically speaking about how we need to utilize social network on a more quick basis. Like, you know, we need 1 minute hard hitting videos that give good content, that educate someone on something. Things have to be shorter. People are starting podcasts just, willy nilly, and they're too long, a lot of content for nothing. And that I agree with. I agree with everything he said to a certain extent. I'm a numerical breakdown kind of dude. If you ask my wife, you know this. I would say on that statement, I agree with it a little more than 50%. because of the whole fact of the matter that you do have to give value to people quickly nowadays. And even if it's not really nowadays, people do want to get some kind of value pretty quick. But the attention span that we got is fucked up, y'all. It's fucked up. And I'm even speaking for myself as well, because I started realizing this within myself when TikTok started shortening videos, and now it came down to like, 10, 15, 20 seconds that people are doing, something real quick, bing, bing, bing. And the thing is that they use the time lapse features, and they also use the multiple videos and showing you this and showing you that. And you can really put a whole lot of stuff really into like 30 seconds now. Somebody could watch that, and then you start getting used to wanting to see these quick videos. And it's really a subconscious thing, and it fucks you up, because it's like when you see something before you even click on the video, the shit might say 2 minutes. You'd be like, oh man, that's too long. What? 2 minutes is too long? I mean, you're on social network. I mean, depending on what it is. Now, this is what I'm saying, depending on what it is. Like I said, I agree with the brother a certain percentage, because you do have to give people value quick. But then the quicker that we start to deliver that value, and if the time gets shorter and shorter, people who really can't control what they think about, I'm not to say everyone can control their subconscious, but some people can be cognizant or aware that, okay, look, I'm doing too much, my attention span is becoming shorter, and then do things to try to rectify that. But some people just can't, and they just keep going down the rabbit hole. Next thing you know, it's just like you're like fiends. You're like, okay, yes, next video. This one was too long. It was 10 seconds. It's like, whoa, let's rein it in a little bit, humanity. Let's rein it in a little bit, because we're already fucking ourselves on a whole other spectrum of shit right now. Politics is fucked up. Wars, racism damn near is at an all-time high. Not to say that, but I mean, it's always been around, but it's just a whole lot more shit we need to focus on. But let's just slow down, because if we start fucking our attention span, then that's just going to make an even worse society for the future. Unless that's your goal, which we know that that's probably the government's goal, to make a worse, more subservient society. We all know that. Speaking about that, it's even fucked up how on TikTok, the algorithm in China is based off of actual intellect and interesting things and things that'll push society forward. And over here, the algorithm is based off funny, stupid shit. And it just continues. It's like you can really see when you post a stupid video or something that really makes no sense, a comedy, and then you post something of actual substance, and then 100,000 views, 100 views, even if that many, so it gets really crazy. But as far as the whole attention span thing, I think that we do need to slow down a little bit, because even outside of social media, it just starts to affect everything. Because even think about, again, society as a whole, the whole dating thing, that shit is damn near fucking out of the window. Like, I'm married, so it's not something that I'm worried about, but I do have people who tell me stories, and I do, I have eyes, I still see, so it's just like, I mean, everything had like sex has to be super fast, super like, okay, boom. It's not even no messages between people no more, unless it's like 3 on social media. I have some of my homeboys telling me like, oh, yo, boom, hit up this chick in the DM. She liked me, I liked her, boom. It was like 5 messages exchanged. She pulled up on me, drank, fucked. I'm like, listen, dude, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is, but it just makes me think like, damn, I mean, some people might want that for some people in their life. If you a man with a jump off, or if you a chick, you like, I'm just trying to get some or whatever, understandable. But the more faster things become and that instant gratification kicks in, where does that leave you? Where does that really leave you? It leaves you looking like a fiend for these hits of damn, I forgot what the word is, of like adrenaline. Adrenaline's the word too, but it's a more health health-wise term, but yeah, you just find yourself as a fiend for these adrenaline shots of whether it be, the social media 5-second videos, or going on a date or trying to get some, something quick from someone every time. Like, it just starts to ruin our psyche and our trajectory as a people. Like, it's crazy because people, at least sometimes, if they see someone who they love or who they like, okay, listen, let me take my time. Because at the end of the day, you want them to look at you different. You want them to feel like you're somebody different. And, a lot of times people do portray something that they're not. It happens. And a lot of people change. But I'm just talking about the initial fact of the matter, where it's like, dude, like, you have women talking about people who just, like, before they even say, hey, how's your name? They, boom, sending pics in the DM, shit like that. And it wasn't like this shit. And if it was, it's probably something that was new to me, man, because it's just like everything is just so quick, instant gratification. And it's not looking good, man. I feel like as far as things that you're into, things that you like, you should take more time with. Things that you love, you should take more time with. Because if you take time with it, then that's you becoming more a part of whatever that is. Like, okay, you don't have to look for 5-minute videos. I'm not saying look for 10-minute videos and every video. No, I'm saying on social media, okay, you do have your, your quick hits of this. Okay, there was a lot of knowledge there. But I'm like, at the end of the day, if it's something that you like, try to look at it for a little while longer. Like, if it's not giving you, like, if it's a video about something, like, let's say you like cars, and then you see that the dude is talking a lot and it's not getting to the point. Just hold tight, listen to it. Maybe you might learn something if it's something that you already know, okay, but it works on your attention span. And at least that in the future, because think about how much things you need patience for in life. Like, people always try to say, your goals, be patient, your goals are coming. All you got to do is set up steps, a few years. Where's that going to put us? What patience are we going to have? And then it's just going to continue to lead to more negative ways of making money, more of the scamming, more the killing, more the robbing, more the bullshit, because people just I need this now. And everyone makes you feel like if you're not getting it now, right now, then you're fucked up. You got to find a way to do it. No, we can take it easy, man. There's balance in everything. I always preach fucking balance, man. The last episode, like, I always preach balance, because there's certain times for certain things, man. And that's just the truth, to be 100% honest. Because then you get affected by the get rich quick schemes. You might be gullible out here trying to get some money, something. So then you might be grabbing on the first fake opportunities you see, just because you don't have enough patience and enough time to just try to discern what's going on. Like, okay, I might not need this. Discernment is another key word. Like, you have to discern what needs what at the end of the day. Like, I don't know what better way to put it than just having some kind of balance between things that you want to do just for instant gratification and taking your times with things, because it's very, very scary out here nowadays. This new generation of young kids, it's like everything is so fast. Like, I understand things speed up as time goes. Fucking look, time done sped up. Like, look, it's already fucking October. 2022 just started. So yes, things speed up, but that's why it's up to us as a society, as human beings, to try to just negate the craziness, as hard as that may fucking be. But there's certain things that we can do that can help with that. And that's where I want to kind of assist a little bit, because one of the big things that I do preach, as far as kind of like slowing down and getting your mind to be a little bit more aware and present, is meditation. That's obvious. A lot of people talk meditation. Meditation is one of the best ways that you can slow your mind down, and knowing how to meditate is the key as well, because just sitting there like, okay, What am I thinking about? I said, your mind is still racing. Like, it took a while for me to actually learn how to meditate. Things that you say to yourself in order for you to slow your mind, places that you can put your mind that'll slow it down, or, certain triggers that clear your mind of certain things. These are things that you kind of have to research. I mean, you can get it yourself, but again, that would take time. But once you learn to meditate and you can sit somewhere silently for however many minutes, you can start 5-10 minutes. There's people who meditate for hours. Like, essentially, I would say I don't catch a lot of daytime meditations. I mean, I do when I can or when life is getting too overwhelming. But one of the biggest helps for me, and I'm putting y'all on right now. So hold on. Let me light up before I put y'all on. Binaural beats. Research it. Binaural beats. It's the wave patterns of the brain. So what I do is every night that I get a full night's sleep, I put on binaural beats, and then I have this app, and it tells you which hertz the actual tone is at, and which level of the brain it affects, like theta, gamma, delta, inside those frequency ranges. And depending on what you may want to try to dream about, depending on what you want to manifest, depending on what's going on in your life, and what you want to think about, you can pick a tone that's going to put you in that level. Me, I'm big on, the whole esoteric stuff. Like, I love the whole astral projection. I love the whole lucid dreaming. So they have specific tones for these kind of things that could actually induce it much quicker, and it's like, binaural beats are amazing. I even feel like it's enhanced my brain, my brain capacity and my brain level a little bit, seriously, because you got to think about it. If you're putting these tones through your brain while you're asleep, all of those hours, you're keeping your brain in whatever state that you want it to be, and it's like, it keeps it active as to where you're sleeping, you're obviously dreaming, so your brain is active, but it's like the wave is, what's the word? It's like seducing your brain in a way, like it's giving it something to feed off of while your body's at rest. And sometimes I wake up feeling much more refreshed, depending on what tone it is that I've used. It actually lets me get into my meditations deeper. Like, I sleep meditate. Like, when I'm about to go to sleep, I throw my beats on, and then I begin my meditation process. To me, that's one of the easiest ways to do it. If you don't have time to do it throughout the day, then try to get a sleep meditation in, because you got to think about it. Sleep is really just your body regenerating. So it's just a longer period of shutdown time. So why can't you meditate during sleep? So, I mean, not sure if I'm someone who came up with that, but I don't hear a lot of people talking about sleep meditation. So that's something that really gives me like an edge up on certain things, on, when I got some plans for my business. Oh yeah, hold on, Cosmic Conscious. We come in peace, man. Got the shirts on the website, holla at me. But yeah, so whether it's something for the business or something like that, or I just need to calm myself down, like, the binaural beats has been doing wonders for me. It's amazing. It does a great job, and again, slowing me down, because I actually, like I said, found myself getting caught up in these fast videos, everything got to go fast, everything. And I was like, listen, Draft, slow down. And I also feel like when you move so fast, you're so much more adept to being angry and being mad and being aggressive. When you look at the masters and the shamans of Shaolin and the monks and people who know they could do damage, or, these people are calm people, man. These people are serene. You can say anything you want to these motherfuckers, and they okay, I shall let that pass. You know what I mean? Then you got the motherfucker, you not here, but then as soon as you pull some shit, snap, crackle, pop, nigga, like, your shit is done for. And it's like, you learn that discipline and patience. You really learned, it's like discipline and patience kind of go hand in hand. Discipline and patience go hand in hand, man. So I would say binaural beats is one good way to try to help you. You know, if you can't have any time throughout the day, it's a good way to start trying to switch your mind, slow your mind down, you know, add like a little something. Another thing is the old school thing, reading. I mean, pick up a book, read. You don't need to be on technology 24/7. It's so draining. Even looking at the phone, if we really want to get into it, looking at the phone all day is not good for the eyes and the brain, and, you know, just being glued to that shit. Like, chill for a second. Like, pick up a book about something you like, something you're interested in, and read that motherfucker, man. And you actually gonna see how exhilarating and how liberating reading is. Like, that is really one liberating act, man. Like, you can sit somewhere quietly, read the story that someone wrote. You can visualize it in your mind. That helps your imagination. Like, reading is fundamental, man. That is absolute truth. But yeah, man, like, these are things that you can do to help that exhilarating short attention span, because when you read, you take your time, you open your mind, you go somewhere else. You know, next thing you know, you're reading 10, 15, 20, 30 pages. And then you want to go back to the book. You're like, oh, nah, hold on. You see how you want to go back to a TV show? You want to go back to the book. And then after that one, you want to get another good book. And then it just lets you be okay and comfortable with yourself, and you know, slowing you down a little bit. So I think that's another good way. You know, so, and I'd say probably the third way that I would try to assist my, you know, my impatient, short attention span people. Aside from weed. I ain't even include that on the list, man. But this is a great way to calm the fuck down. But nature. Well, I guess you can consider this nature. I guess. It's a plant. But yeah, nature, man. Walks are so therapeutic. Walks are therapeutic. I know, I curse a lot. Excuse me. Walks are therapeutic, man. Going through, you know, a nice wooded area, seeing some trees, some brush, hearing some animals, just be still for a second, you know, or even it doesn't have to be the woods. You can go to a nice grassy area, a hilly area, you know, where it's just a lot of greenery, and just sit. Bring a book. Bring some weed. But just sit or just walk, clear your mind, think about things you have to do, think about things you want to get done, your goals, you know, then that's when you start making your plans and things like that. It's like, you know, we all listen to so many people and don't get to sit and think what's good for us. So let me try this. Like, you kind of got to try everything, man. Like, right now I have my hand in a lot, but I'm able to maintain and do that. Again, I have my merch company. You know, y'all know I do music. I mix and master. I'm an audio engineer. You know, also an investor. I'm big on, you know, crypto and NFTs. So I'm into different things. And now I have this podcast, and this is absolutely therapeutic as well, you know, but these are things that I'm trying to create a brand. I'm trying to create, you know, a bigger picture, because as a black man, we need more ownership. Families need more ownership. We need more opportunities. So if I can create this entire media company, you know, which would include everything down to the podcasting, you know, maybe travel podcasting, or maybe, you know, that including that with the, you know, getting music done and, you know, getting some merch, like everything goes hand in hand when you're an entrepreneur, man, you know, because it's just a certain mind state, and you have to kind of slow down a little bit to get your bearings, to get your mind state together, man. You know, so to me, those are probably some of the easiest. I mean, there might be other things, like, you know, whatever you are into. Like, some people ride bikes. You know, you can ride a bike, clear your mind, take a drive. But I wouldn't say take a drive for me, because boy, these people out here drive stupid. And that's why, like, I'm calm. I'm much more calm at every point in my life now because I'm learning the patience. I'm learning my triggers, like, okay, breathe a little bit, or I'm always optimistic, so I can always switch something negative or think about a positive effect. So I'm really good with that. But driving, oh my fucking gosh. I be cursing up a storm. My wife be like, chill, like, chill, relax. I be like, motherfucker, like, because it's stupid people, man. It's stupid people. That's stupid, guys. Now, let me stop. Is this camera on? Which camera? Guys, that's stupid. Now, let me stop. That's the R. Kelly reference. I'm sorry. But, yeah, man. As far as technology, too, man, I just want to let y'all know, man, that, like I'm saying, slow down with it. But, once you find that balance, then, get into certain things. I need y'all to get into Web3 and crypto. I need y'all to get into that. It's the future of everything, man. And to be honest, as an artist, I'm about to do a lot of things on the whole Web3 thing. Like, I really need everybody who supports me musically. If you don't know, go to my Apple Music, Divine Audio, my Spotify. I had to get a plugin, but it's because, the next things upcoming that I have, you will need a crypto wallet. Get MetaMask and or Trust Wallet or crypto.com wallet, something. Just get a crypto wallet because it's going to be a lot of access to you for now and for the future. Web3 is another big thing that I think people need to get into, especially us as black people, because it is the future. And if we could learn this now, that's when you get on the cusp of a revolution. And right now it's happening. So yeah, I just wanted to really touch on this whole attention span thing. I mean, like, I wasn't going to talk too long for this, but I feel like this was imperative to at least help my people with a few ways on how we can kind of detach from being so adrenaline driven by just instant gratification. Like, it's good, but it's really, it's not good. It's something that we have to work on. And I understand that it's only going to get faster, but that's why I'm trying to provide some things you can do when you realize, okay, overload. It's going brain overload, because people get so overloaded and don't even know. That's why you're extra stressed. That's why you can't perform. That's why you can't do things that you need to do. That's why people are looking at you different, because you bugging out and you don't even know that you bugging out. So just take your time, man. Slow down. And realize that I'm always here. I always got y'all. And hope you enjoyed the episode and got another one coming up real soon. Be safe, y'all.